So the snowmaking process basically starts where we divert water from the creek. We have an engineered diversion that takes a certain percentage of water out of the creek, which is regulated by the Forest Service. We divert that water into our storage pond or reservoir. It's about a 6-acre-foot storage pond, which is about 2 million gallons or so, for use for snowmaking purposes. At that point, we have 2 pump stations, one at the bottom that pumps directly from the reservoir, and one at mid-mountain that basically boosts the water pressure on up the hill. From there, we basically pump the water up the mountain. We have pretty much one pipe that runs top to bottom, and we make snow on a few trails with that pipe. But for the most part, it's one general area, top of the mountain to the bottom. 2 basic systems of snowmaking. There's an airless system, which is what we have, and there's an air water system, which basically runs 2 pipes. You have an air and a water pipe, and they run smaller guns. Ours is an airless. It runs pretty much just water and electricity. So instead of having air piped in through like compressed air, we use a fan and a little teeny compressor that's mounted on the gun, and then just pressurized water that we get out of that snowmaking pipe. We start diverting water September 1st per our agreement with the Forest Service, and we can start anytime after that. Usually doesn't get cold till the latter part of September, and we have to be shut down by January 1st or December 31st at midnight. There are obviously differences between the man-made and natural snow. Natural snow is, if you get into the snow science end of it, they say every snowflake is different. Man-made snow, they're very uniform, they're very standard looking crystals, where it packs a lot denser, which is why a lot of people say snowmaking snow is harder and firmer, which it is. It's smaller particles, so it packs tighter. But in addition to being harder and firmer, it's also more durable. It holds up better to skier traffic, and it holds up better in the spring and warmer days. And it's much better for building terrain features like terrain parks and everything like that. I mean, there have been obvious differences in the year-to-year natural snowfall. It doesn't really affect our snowmaking operations too much, because regardless of whether we get the natural snow or not, we're still making the same amount of snow on the trails.